playing games with me. I pick myself apart on the floor. It's all the only thing I see.
Alright, am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Yes, you're worthy. What is going on, everybody? Coach C from Shepherd Fitness Academy. We're going to jam to this as people are tuning in. Hashtag I'm here for watching me live. Hashtag replay for watching me on replay. Okay, I'm just gonna share this with my community and see who's gonna join me today. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hashtag replay for watching on replay. Fast forward a little bit if you want, or you can also tune into my podcast, which I'm gonna be recording it for as well. We're gonna talk about food today. I love food. All right. Speaking from someone with an eating disorder in the past, so I just want you to know, like, I've been there, like, I've been there. All right, let's do this. 38 years old, and I finally found peace with myself and with food. What a big win. To me, that's success right there. I don't need anything else in this world but the love I have for myself and the relationship with food. It's something that we have every day. It's there, right? We need it to survive. Okay, let's see who is gonna join me. Self-love. Yes. Okay. There's a reel. There's a post. I just opened up Instagram to go live as well in there. And it says, woman to woman, we were raised to believe success was a checklist. Career, marriage, mortgage. But the real success is waking up every day and liking the woman you've become. Pooh! Ha! Mic drop. Why is it that having a mortgage is successful? Yay, you bought a house. Yay, you're in $500,000 debt. Sorry, love you guys. I'll never buy a house ever. All right, who's gonna join me today? All right, drop your wins in the comments as we're tuning in. I'm gonna go live as well on Instagram. I gotta turn this off, girl, or else it kicks me out. If you have any questions as you're tuning in, let me know. Let me know how the heck do I do this? Being an online coach is also being tech savvy. And sometimes I wonder about my tech savviness skills. Tech savvy, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, hold on a second. Let's talk about food. All right, in 3, 2, 1. I'm live on Instagram too. Hello, Instagram. Today, we're going to talk about food. All right, those are live. Hashtag I'm here. And if you're watching on replay, hashtag replay. And drop a win. I love starting these off with wins. I see a couple people tuning in. Some of my past clients, current clients, appreciate you. Sammy Powderhorn, who's one of my past clients, by the way, who's lost over 100 pounds, and she's on a freaking mission. She is, and her win is speaking at a women's healing gathering. Yes, changing lives together. Sammy, we got to connect soon. I want to catch up with you, see what's going on, and see what kind of magic we can do together. And I still want you at one of my retreats, so we got to work on that. All right, drop your wins, those that are tuning in. And if you're watching on replay, drop your win as well. It's so important to celebrate yourself. So important to celebrate yourself because we tend to pour into everyone else. We tend to do everything. We tend to do checklists, right? Check. And we forget to pour back into ourselves, and we forget to celebrate ourselves, right? Like every day you should wake up and be like, today, my intentions are this. Today, I'm going to do this. I'm going to win this. And at the end of the day, celebrate your day. Even if you had a bad day, you could say, okay, but you know what? I did this today and I did this. Because there's always wins to celebrate. There's always wins to celebrate. For example, you're alive, you're here, you're breathing. That's a win right there. Let's celebrate your life. All right, let me dive right into this episode. I'm going to record it for my podcast. So if you have any questions, I will answer at the end. In 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Lift and Shine podcast. This is your host, Coach C, and let's dive right into it. And this episode is about food. I know I talk a lot about mindset, fitness. I do talk about nutrition, but I feel recently I'm getting a lot of questions regarding nutrition, and it's important to understand nutrition, but it's also important to understand the relationship that you have with nutrition. How is your nutrition? Because if you are stuck, if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to build muscle, you're trying to gain weight, you have to understand, you have to make a better relationship with food. And I'm speaking from experience, someone that had an eating disorder for over 10 years. I was anorexic for a little bit when I was 19, and I ended up in the hospital, and I then I became bulimic, meaning that everything I would eat, I would purge back. And the reason being is I thought that food would get me fat. I thought food was my enemy. So for over 10 years, I've ruined my body by not having a great relationship with food. And then I would indulge in alcohol, drugs, and then binge ate because I was so insecure with myself. I had such low self-esteem. I didn't have self-respect for myself. Do you have self-respect for yourself? Do you love yourself enough? So this is why I'm so passionate about my retreats and healing, because a lot of the time, not a lot of time, 99.9% of the time, the reason you're overweight, the reason you're under eating is the relationship that you have with food, but it's also the relationship you have with yourself. What is the root cause of that relationship? Is it self-limiting belief? Is it past trauma, right? Think about all of that. When I'm speaking about nutrition, what's really going on inside? So let's dive right into the nutrition, because most women I work with, they actually don't have a weight loss problem. They have a fueling problem. And I see it and I hear it all the time. And every time I ask what they're eating healthy foods, but they're not eating enough. And unfortunately, what happens is the binge eating could happen on the weekend, and that's where you're overeating, or you're fueling with the wrong food. So let's say you're having burger and fries, you're having one meal, you're in a calorie deficit, yes, but you're not giving your body enough fuel. And when I mean by fuel, I mean the vitamins, the minerals that your body needs. So I want to remind you that you're not broken, and your metabolism, maybe it's not slowed down. You've just been taught to eat less, and now your body doesn't feel safe. But when your body doesn't feel safe, your metabolism does slow down. When you don't eat enough, your metabolism is slower. So when you're waking up in the morning, and I know this because when clients start my program and they see how much food they're supposed to eat, it's like panic. It's the panic button and the fear of, I've been taught and raised that 1,200 calories is where I should be. I look at low calorie deficit diets all the time online, high protein, low carb meals. Stop looking at those. And why don't you look at balanced meals? Your body needs fuel. Your body needs carbs. Your body needs a good source of fat. Your body needs protein, yes, but not just protein. I get so passionate about this because I've been there where I followed all these high protein recipes, high protein this, high protein that. I'm going to cut carb for 2 weeks. I was miserable. I had no energy, and I'm frustrated because the scale's not going down. So let's change your relationship with food. Let's understand why you need the food, and let's start fueling your body for the goals that you want to have. 1 second. Let me just plug in my laptop here. So think about the goals that you want to have. What goals? Where do you see yourself in 6 months? Do you want to feel strong? Do you have energy? Do you want to lose weight? What's your goal? Because whatever your goal is, your nutrition will be different than the neighbor, than the girl next door, than the girl next to you at the gym, right? Because you are not a one size fits all. So the main message I'm trying to say here is that I hear a lot that women struggle to eat more, but you didn't gain weight by eating less, right? You gain weight from poor eating habits, from a poor relationship with food, from stress, right? So you say you want to lose weight or build muscle, but you're afraid to eat more. You want results, but you don't trust the process. You want change, but only if it feels comfortable. And that's the problem, ladies. That's the problem. People want change, but they don't want to get out of their comfort zone. They want change, but it's hard. Nothing great in life comes easy. Every successful individual that I've met has had some type of struggles, challenges, obstacles. I call them lessons. And we use those lessons to fuel us to get to the next level. So I'm giving you ladies maybe some tough love today because it's something that's been reoccurring that I'm seeing and hearing from people that I meet. I meet people on the street and like, hey, what do you do? I'm a fitness coach. Oh, I eat healthy. Like, give me advice. One, I'm off the clock. I am coaching you. Two, what are you eating? What are you eating? And I'm eating healthy, lettuce and chicken. That's not enough. Lettuce is water. I don't eat lettuce. Lettuce is, I used to be that girl that has lettuce and chicken for lunch every day, and I didn't lose weight because I was under fueling. And then what happens on the weekends? You're like, screw this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have some chicken wings, pizza, everything that I've been, limiting all week. So let's reframe. Change is hard. Let's go back to this because anything that's uncomfortable is going to be hard. It's going to feel hard, but also it's going to feel hard if you say that it's going to be hard. If you change your mindset on it's going to be easy, I'm going to lose weight easily and effortlessly. I'm going to nourish my body with foods that fuel my energy, that speeds up my metabolism. Again, change the way you speak, right? I've done a lot of episodes on that. The way you speak, so powerful. You are the creator of your life. You are the creator of your body. You are the creator. Whatever is around you is what you've created in your mind, first and foremost. If you're overweight, that's because you're telling yourself that you're not good enough and you can't do it. So it's time to reframe that. So let's be real. Eating less is easy. You've been practicing that for years. You've been counting calories for years. You're eating less. Skipping meals is easy, right? We don't have time. We skip meals. I don't have time. Living off coffee is easy. But eating more is hard. Trusting your body is hard. Letting go of control. Ooh, that's a good one. Letting go of control and surrendering is hard. But I want you to ask yourself this question. What's harder long term? Staying exhausted, stuck, inflamed, out of energy, in pain? Or doing the uncomfortable work right now? Temporarily. It is going to be uncomfortable for a little bit, temporarily, but to only finally feel strong, energized, and confident. I got to where I am right here today in this body because I got out of my comfort zone. It was hard. It was hard at the beginning, but I had a goal. And I had a vision, and I was tired of being tired. I was tired of counting calories and hiring coaches that kept telling me to lower and lower my calories. I was tired of that shit. Pardon my French. I get super passionate because I've been I don't know if you're hearing this, but I've got 3 dogs here and one just started snoring or dreaming. They're all sleeping now. We all ran around like crazy before this. But let me go back to what I was saying here is that I've been where you are. I've been where I've hired coaches. I did the Herbalife. I starved myself. I've been there. And once I made that relationship with food, it became a game changer for me. It changed my life. I feel happy. I have energy. I sleep 8 to 10 hours a night. I'm 38 years old and I look like I'm 28. Like I am in the best version of myself and I continue to become the best version of me. And thanks to food for making that relationship with food. So let me ask you is how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to get to your goal? And I don't mean goal on the scale. I don't talk about the scale. That number on the scale doesn't define you. But how bad do you want to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm proud of you. I freaking did it. I'm comfortable in my body. I love myself for who I am right now. Because this is where most people disconnect. They say they want fat loss. They say they want a 6-pack. They want muscle toning. They want energy. They want confidence. But they're not willing to eat more, feel temporarily uncomfortable, and let go of old habits. The old habits is what's keeping you stuck to get to the next level of yourself. You cannot have a new body with an old mindset. So it all starts off with your mindset. That's why I'm so passionate about mindset. And that's why when you come to the retreats, we truly switch your mindset. We change your life. And that's how we change your life is by releasing old patterns, releasing old habits, and adapting to new ones and realizing your worth. Andy, I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. So let's fix that relationship with food if you truly want this. See how passionate I get about this because I've been there. I'm not just like, oh, I'm getting all this energy out because I've been there. And I wish somebody had told me what I'm telling myself right now. I had to figure it out the hard way. Years of under eating. So now here I am telling you, like, I no longer have an eating disorder. I no longer have self-doubt. I know my worth. I know how amazing I am. I know that I'm valued. I know I know my worth. And because I love myself for who I am right now, I respect myself with the food that I eat. And I know that I need food in order to stay in shape, in order to feel good, in order to be strong. This morning was a prime example. I sent my clients a video because I woke up and I was like, I don't really feel hungry right now. I could literally just go to the gym. But you know what? I made myself my toast with peanut butter because I knew that I was going to have a workout in 30 minutes to an hour right after. And I knew that I needed the energy for myself, for my body, for my mind, for my soul. So if I hadn't had that toast with peanut butter, I probably would have felt sluggish during my workout, wouldn't have felt strong, and I would not be building muscle if I didn't have the fuel for it. And trust me, Andy, who's live right now, is a fitness coach that I met online, and he's helped me in more ways than one. He doesn't even know it. He used to, I used to cry to him and I'd be like, what's going on with me? I'm helping everybody lose weight and I can't lose weight. He's helped me so much. And that's the important part too, is to have other people saying, hey, you got this. Hey, this is what you need to do. Just like you had coaches, Andy coached me so much in learning that if I want to build muscle, I have to eat. If you want to lose weight, you have to eat. What foods are you eating is a whole other story. If you're having a burger and fries and coffee, you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to gain muscle. You're going to be in a calorie deficit. Yes, but you're not going to get to your goal. You have to understand, this is a whole scientific process where it involves a bunch of parts. And that's why the first I talk about central nervous system, your mindset, your sleep, your stress level, your food, your workouts. It's literally so much of all these little pieces. But once you figure out what pieces work for you and it gets together, then that's when results happen. And it has to be something that you enjoy. It has to be sustainable. Andy is commenting, it takes a village. You have helped me a lot too. You know your stuff. Andy, appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, it takes a village. It takes people that come together to help you. And that's why I've built Shine Fitness Academy. We have a beautiful community of other women. Every time somebody joins, it's like, welcome to the best community. Like that energy is what's going to help you get results as well, to know that you're not alone. So let's go back to the relationship with food, because this isn't just about macros. This is about the relationship that you have with food. So let me ask you, do you see food as the enemy, or do you see food as fuel? Do you earn your meals, or do you nourish your body? Are you eating to shrink or to grow? Because if your goal is to build muscle and lose fat, you need to start acting like someone who fuels her body and not punishes it. Too many of you women are punishing your body by underfueling. Here's some truth that some of you may need to hear. Undereating leads to slower metabolism, hormonal imbalances, poor recovery, poor sleep, cravings, binge cycles, right? And a plateaued fat loss. Does that hit home to some of you? If it does, that's why you're listening to me. And thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you. Because you don't get lean by starving. You get lean by fueling properly. Let's talk about identity. Ooh, let's have a little identity shift. I love talking about this deeper. I mean, food is fuel. We all, you're hearing about the food, but let's go a little bit deeper in here. Let's talk about your identity. And let's have an identity shift. Because if you're that woman right now that's saying, I can't eat, this is hard, I don't want to eat, right? You're afraid to eat. Let's start asking, what would the version of me who already has results do? What would your future me do? She eats enough protein. She doesn't skip meals. She fuels before coffee. That's a big one my clients learn. She trusts the plan. Trust the process. Slow and steady. And she shows up even when it feels uncomfortable, like I did today. I did not want to have that piece of toast. I did not want to eat. I was not hungry this morning, but I ate it. It's uncomfortable. And thank God I ate it, because I had a killer workout. You have to start becoming her. You have to become her now and do the steps and actions that you need to take in order to be her. You'll never become her if you stay stuck and saying, this is hard, I can't do this, I don't want to eat, right? So let me give you 5 practical steps that take some takeaways. So write them. If you're live right now or watching on the replay, write them in the comments. And also let me know. Let me know if you're getting value from this. And if you are, make sure you share. Share this with a friend. Share it on your social media. Subscribe to my channel. I just want to spread the word, spread the word that you can become in the best shape of your life without restricting, without starving, without hating yourself, but by truly loving yourself, respecting yourself. And here's some hard truth before I give you the practical steps here. You don't love yourself enough if you are under eating, if you are starving yourself. You don't love yourself. So let's start by loving yourself more every single day so you can fuel your body and get the results that you want. So you can feel good, so you can have the confidence, so you can attract abundance, you can attract the man of your dream, right? 5 practical steps. Number 1, stop skipping meals. That's a non-negotiable. Stop skipping meals. You're skipping meals and then you're just eating whatever you see in sight. Number 2, protein first, especially in the morning. And no, I don't mean a protein scoop and water. I mean a protein drink. Let's say you have a smoothie, protein, add some fruits, banana, avocado, nut butter. Those are all high calorie density foods. And my clients know what high calorie density foods. And if you don't know, shoot me a message and I have a document that I can send you and help you with. All right. Those foods will help increase your calorie intake without eating more. Number 3, add before you subtract. Add protein, carbs, and a structured, balanced meal. Stop removing. I removed sugar. I removed this. I removed that. I have been there. I did the water cleanse for 10 days, okay? Just slowed down my metabolism and my weight came back times 2. Stop subtracting things off your nutrition list and start adding foods to help you. Number 4, eat on a schedule, not based on mood. I have a set schedule and now my body is like my dogs. We know exactly when we need to eat. Like this morning, I did not want to have that toast, but my schedule is I have to have food before I go work out. And so I did. And number 5, this is a big one. You ready for it? Expect discomfort. Expect discomfort. Expect to be uncomfortable. Fullness doesn't equal fat gain. It's your body adapting. Right now, if you start eating more, your body doesn't know what to do with it because you've been starving yourself for so long. So you're going to feel full. You're going to feel uncomfortable. But once your body realizes, oh, she's giving me this to fuel my body. Now I know what I need to do with it. That's when your metabolism speeds up and kicks in. And it probably takes a month or 2, depending on how consistent that you are. I hope you got some value from this. Please know, I get really passionate about this because I've been there. I've been there and I understand you. I understand you to a T. And it's not going to happen overnight. Your mindset shift isn't going to happen overnight. Your identity shift isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to take consistency, repetition. But you will get there if you truly believe that you can. Because eating more is hard. It is hard, especially if you've been under eating for years. But living in a body that feels tired, stuck, unsupported, that's harder. Mic drop. And lastly, I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. And it honestly breaks my heart. How many of you are under eating and overworking, overstressed, not sleeping enough, and thinking that's the answer? That the more you do, the less you eat, it's going to get you there. It truly breaks my heart. You're living in anxiety. You're living in stress without even realizing it. You deserve energy, strength, confidence, and a body that feels safe. But all of that requires trust. You have to trust your body. You have to trust the process. You have to trust yourself enough to know that you can do it, that you're going to get there. All right? I appreciate you all so much. Thank you all for tuning in. I've got a ton of comments live right now, so I'm going to stay on for a little bit, and I'm going to keep that for my podcast. If you're watching my podcast, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with a friend. You can share it on your Instagram story and tag me at @CharlotteMazur_, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know if you got some value from this, and if you're struggling with food, let me know. So some of the comments, Let me see here. I'm struggling in nutrition right now because of my relationship with food. I spent too many years restricting myself and now feel bad when I eat. When I do, I binge. Okay. Coach, thanks for the reminder. Okay. Sammy. And then your question, I have no thyroid, which controls your metabolism. It's already slower. What is your suggestion? Sammy, this is a prime example. You've been on this journey for a long time. And you were with me a couple years ago when you started your weight loss journey. You had started it. You were stalled, you were plateaued, and then you came on to Shamrock Fitness Academy. And Sammy, I'm so proud of you where you're at. But yes, your goal and your mission has always been to lose weight, to get thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. And Sammy, now it's time for you to take a step back from maybe get rid of the scale right now. Get rid of the progress photos. Get rid of all the challenges that you put yourself on. Because Sammy, I see this on your social media. Hey, 10K steps challenge. Hey, we're going to do 75 hard challenge. All of these challenges and all these things that you do are exhausting. They're exhausting you. So it's time to take a step back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And I know you have no thyroid. And because of that, you have to really focus on your nutrition and really build that relationship with food. So how can you do that? It's by creating balanced meals for yourself. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, 2 snacks. Okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a minimum 500 calorie meal. A good source of carb, smart carbs. I call smart carbs like sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, pasta, my potatoes. I mean, I put them in the air fryer, French fries, love it. Okay. They taste like French fries, olive oil, salt, boom. A good source of fat, avocado, olive oil, right? And was it protein? Of course, protein. But Sammy, what I'm noticing with you a lot, because I've seen your social media, because I know you, is you're restricting yourself all the time and you're going hard and then you stop. This is why I do not suggest these challenges like 10K step challenge every day, the 75 hard. I have done 75 hard and I went to day 90 something and I gained weight because it's too much on your body. We are not meant to work out 2 45-minute workouts a day. We are not meant to restrict, like no sugar for 75 days. Fuck that. Pardon my French. I had a croissant the other day. Felt amazing. Then I went and got myself some ice cream. You have to enjoy your life. And your body actually needs those days because what happens is it gives your body a shock. And then it's okay. Here's what happened. Your body is an adaptation. That's where the French comes in. An adaptation machine. Okay. It adapts to what you do. So what happens if you're stalling? That means you're not giving your body shocks that it needs. Hence why we sometimes have those high carb days as fitness trainers, as fitness coaches. Okay, that's why we have those, because our bodies need that shock to get back into burning more calories, building more muscle. You cannot change, evolve, lose weight, build muscle if you're consistently doing the same thing every single day. Let me rephrase that. I eat the same thing every single day. I do the same thing every day. Right? Repetition is key. But you have to have a day or two or snacks here and there that shocks your body and that gives you that sugar. Because when you're restricting, you're not building a better relationship with food. You're thinking, okay, so if I have those chips, now I'm going to gain weight. No, it's one bag of chips. You did not put on weight over one bad day of eating or over one bad meal, right? Stop looking at food as good or bad and start looking at it. Is this food nourishing my mind, body, and soul? You should be full after you eat. If you're hungry after you eat, that means your meal isn't enough. So start making meals that are enough. Fun fact, I've been eating pasta for the past 2 months, every day at lunch, and I'm loving it. And pasta used to be my enemy. I used to throw up every single time I ate pasta. I thought pasta would make me fat. Now I have pasta every single day at lunch. And why? Because I freaking love pasta. And carb is your main source of energy. And because I have that at lunch, I'm not craving carbs at nighttime. I'm not craving chips, chocolate, candies, right? Make sure that you are eating foods that you love. Like you must love it. Like you look forward to that. My protein ice cream that all my clients make, and I eat it every single day. And sometimes I have two of it. Oh, I haven't gone on the scale for a year now. Good, Sammy. I'm glad you haven't. I'm glad you haven't. Make foods that you enjoy. Make food where you're like, I'm looking forward to this food. Start making better relationship with foods by eating foods that you love. And let's say right now you're eating fried chicken every single day. Make alternative changes, like make these small changes. Like example, there are ways that you can make it that's not breaded and fried, right? Small changes, consistency over time. Like there's just so much I could talk about regarding nutrition. Now that you're asking questions, like love this so much. And I'm going to have to end this live soon. But it's at the end of the day, just making that better relationship with food and fueling your body with enough food. And if you're not sure what your body needs, shoot me a message. Let's chat. There's no automation. I'm here to help. I'm here to support you because I've been there. I understand you. I see you. And I just want you to wake up, feel good, and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I freaking did it. I feel good. Now, you know what? I looked at myself this morning and I walked by the mirror and I actually did that. I walked by and I was like, damn, you look good. I was so proud of myself. I'm like, you did it, Charlotte. You freaking did it. And I used to look at myself and hate the woman that I was. I used to, listen, it would scare me to eat food. I used to cry. And then I would binge eat because I restricted myself. I'd binge eat at night. Binge eat to the point where I'm crying and I'm feeling sick to my stomach. Like I ate to the point where I couldn't eat it anymore. Like a whole freaking loaf of bread. I was that person crying, eating a loaf of bread, peanut butter, a whole jar. That was me. And then going to the bathroom and getting rid of it. That was me. That was the person that I was for 10 years, 10 plus years. So if I was able to make a better relationship with food, so can you. But here's my little last tip. It starts with your central nervous system. Are you sleeping enough? How's your stress level? And if those aren't in alignment with you right now, with your mind, body, and soul, it's time for you to come to one of the retreats. That's it. That's all. And remember, I have a free workshop happening tomorrow where I will help you reset your central nervous system. And if you want to get a spot, I believe there's 5 spots left for the workshop. I'm only having a small group of individuals because I want to help every single one of you. Shoot me a message with the word workshop and I will get you in there. All right. Listen, you got this. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you all so, so much. All my clients and past clients are alive right now. I appreciate you. And as I always say, peace, love, and don't forget your protein. Let's freaking go.